Hi there, and welcome back to my series on using the gift bag punch board. I hope you enjoyed all the videos I had to show you last week where we were creating bags of various sizes and types. Today and this week I want to share with you how you can use it to create boxes. And there are lots of different boxes you can make, but I'm going to stick with some fairly simple ones because I just want to concentrate on what you can actually make just using the board, not using other tools as well. If you just had this board and card, what can you actually make? So today we're going to start with quite a simple box, one that you can just make from a single sheet of card. So here's my sample for today. Quite a cute little box, and as you can see, the ends are made up using those base flaps, and the same on this end, to create the closures for the box. And this one I've stamped on and done some decoration on there before I've assembled it. So let's go ahead and show you how you can just make a quick simple box like this one. Obviously you're going to need your gift bag punch board and the scoring tool, and you're going to need a piece of card. I've got a piece of Bermuda Bay here. This is actually an A4 piece, and if you live in Europe or the South Pacific, your A4 is 11 3/4 inches long, and you can just make a large size gift box like this one with just a small amount to stick the box together. In America and Canada you can't, because your card's only 11 inches wide. So you could make it to the medium size, but if you wanted to make one using the large size, you'd have to get a piece of 12 by 12 card. I would, even in the UK, use a piece of 12 by 12 card normally, but I particularly wanted to make it in Bermuda Bay, and I didn't have any 12 by 12 in that colour, so I'm going to do it with A4. But I would generally recommend the 12 by 12. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that horizontal score line in, because you know from last week that if I don't, I will probably forget it. So I'm going to put that all the way across, and we're just going to start the same as we did to create simple bags last week. So lining the left hand edge up on the start line, I'm going to punch. We're making a large box, so I'm going to score on the large line. If your card extends off the end of the board, remember, don't keep going, otherwise you'll rip the card. And then slide along till the score line is where that little notch is. Punch again. Now we need a side, so we're going to use that side line to put a score in, but unlike the bags, we're not going to put any of these inside bits in because we're not making a bag, so we don't need any of those bits. We're just using that as a score line, and then we just repeat as we did for bags last week. So there's another large line, another side, and you can see I've just got a tiny little bit which will just be enough to pop my tape on. So then, to create the closure for the other end of the box, we now need to put this end in, but to make sure that the score lines and punches end up in the right place, we just need to flip it over top to bottom and then pop it back in left hand edge. But we're going to need that horizontal score line again, so I'm going to put that in now. There we go. So then all we have to do now is punch. So left hand edge, first score line, next score line, next one, and the last one. And I've realised looking at it that I actually forgot to put that last one in on that first side, so I just flip it back over and pop it back in. So if you forget them, it doesn't matter, just line them back up on the score line, and there we go, and there we have it. That's simple. So simply you're just putting those base tabs both at the top and the bottom of the card. That's all you're doing. So now you can just get rid of those little extra bits off the tab. Like I say, it's not a very big tab, but it's just enough to get a bit of tape on. We're going to fold all our scores like that. And these ones. And then if you wanted to stamp on your bag, now would be the time to do it. So we'd flip it back over. Personally, I'd make this panel the top because this one's going to be where the tab sticks on. So I think this one's got the nicer finishes. So I would just fold it like that. Find my stamps and ink. Now I'm just using one of the candles from the new Build a Birthday set, and I'm just going to stamp them sort of randomly across the top of my box like so. There we are. And then we can just stick the box together. So I'm going to put some of this tear and tape along that flap. Obviously, if you're using the 12-inch card, you won't have such a tiny flap. You'll have a proper flap. I really must get some 12-inch Bermuda Bay. And the tape's just slightly too wide for this flap, so I'm just going to fold the excess over on itself, like so. And then we'll just pop these round. There we are. And then all that would be left to do, once you've put your gift inside, is just to fold these in, like the bottom of the bag, and seal them with a bit of tape. I'm not actually going to do that right now because then I can use the box at a future time. But you would just seal those with a bit of tape or a few glue dots or something like that, just to keep your present inside all enclosed. So here's my completed one. I went ahead and added a banner of the cherry on top designer paper, and then another little banner with my birthday greeting from the Build a Birthday stamp set. So I hope you've liked this quick box, and I'll see you back soon. Bye.